What's going on, guys? I took the car out today with FSD version 12 out in the rain today. It performed exceptionally well in the rain. It did say on screen with the red triangle that it was degraded, and FSD obviously is not going to run as well in the rain as it does outside of the rain. But overall, I was super impressed. It pretty much drove perfect. At the very end of this video, it got me to my destination, and it turned into a driveway that had a closed gate. So, that's not necessarily the fault of the FSD, but when it did get me to the destination, it got me to a lock gate, which again, not the fault of the car. Um, there's a conversation on this. I was listening to Twitter Spaces where they were talking about AI, Reddit, Tesla, and just kind of tech in general. I found it a little interesting. Some of it maybe not that much, but it's something different than music. So check out the video, see how FSD version 12.3 is doing in the rain, and enjoy the rest of it. Thanks.
For FSD, you have to go a million times on training config. Is that correct?
That is not correct.
Why not?
This is coming from folks who have not, or I don't want to say have not, but that's a statement that would be true before semi-supervised learning. In semi-supervised learning, you start with the previous model and you continue to refine it. So it's not like they're sending new updates. It's kind of like a character is progressing through a video game and it's different checkpoints along the way. So at any point, they can cut a release and ship another release, and it's slightly better and slightly better and slightly better. So the question is here just how much compute is necessary under the curve. And I think what they're doing with the calculation is assuming you need all that compute in one release.
I mean, his expertise, he comes to Tesla from the manufacturing side. He's not a software or deep learning expert.
Well,
so
the person we studied, Gavin was talking about it, and he was more of a general rule of thumb. Like, he wasn't specifically talking about FSD. He was basically talking about the need for compute is going to increase quite a bit. And this is the example that he kind of like back of the envelope, rough example he gave. But I thought it was really interesting. Also, quick shout out to James, who just joined as a supporter of the space, and Brent Bateman, who joined the Tesla. So we have two members who joined today, so we can keep it going. Omar?
that's it.
All right, Machine, do you have any comments on the topic?
No, I trust Meta. I feel kind of sick saying that. I trust Meta's take on it.
It's an oversimplification.
Yeah, I didn't hear Machine. Your audio was cutting out.
I feel sick thinking about it.
As sick as we eat Popeyes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Omar, are you sure you want to give Machine a ride today? He feels sick.
I did not have Popeyes today, so I don't think there's anything explosive going on.
That's what your mom said last night. Oh!
Now wait a second. I made a mom joke about your mom yesterday. No one laughed. And then you turn the tables, and every single person's icon turns into a laughing face. This is unjust, unfair.
You know, that actually makes me realize I should... Anyway, I'll figure it out. All right, any comments on Reddit IPO? How about the Reddit IPO? It's up about 30-40%, I think. Came in above, started trading above the indicated range. Let's start with Omar. Omar, what do you think about the Reddit IPO? Would you invest in it?
Well, I actually had a limit order in up to $40 to buy, and it didn't fill. So I probably should have put my order in a little bigger, or maybe go to like Goldman or Chase or something and try and get them to place us in there. But I didn't really care about it that much. I mean, I'm not really that sure about the future of Reddit's business. I haven't taken a deep look into the financials, but the valuation didn't seem over the top, and it could be quite a valuable sort of AI training data source. So I think that's kind of one of the opportunities to surprise on earnings beyond what they're just showing in the P&L today. And I think that's probably why you saw the IPO pop. But, you know, it's quite common to see these flashy IPOs and they pop 40%, and, you know, through